Picture this. Your alarm detonates at 4:57 a.m. 2 phones away, some freak is already bench pressing his body weight, grinning like the iron bar just paid him a compliment. Meanwhile, your blanket feels magnetic, and the ceiling starts whispering, 5 more minutes. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Your brain isn't lazy, it's efficient. It hoards energy until a survival-level reward is on the horizon. But what if you could jailbreak that ancient code and make hard work feel like the reward? Stay with me for 7 short sections, and I'll hand you a 5-lever protocol that forces your own chemistry to beg for grind time. The first lever? It isn't discipline, it's deception. Hang tight. Ever notice that scrolling mystery loot boxes or swipe for surprise reels gives you a bigger buzz than actually seeing the prize? That's dopamine's cruel joke. It spikes when you expect a payoff, not when you get it. Rats in a maze press the lever longer when the cheese might, or might not, drop. Humans do the same with likes, crypto pumps, and office gossip. So here's the play. Break any Everest-sized project into mini-quests whose exact outcome stays fuzzy. Writing a 30-page report? Roll a die for page targets? 3 sides say 2 pages? 2 sides say 1 page? 1 side says 5 pages? Your brain sees an unpredictable slot machine and floods you with the motivation juice normally reserved for survival hunts. Apply it to workouts. Set a timer but randomize the move. If Draw a Card app spits out burpees, you groan, but dopamine's already spent, so you might as well move. Close every micro-quest with a tiny sensory cue. Tick a box, ring a bell, scribble a checkmark. Anything that screams, reward received. But mini victories alone won't hold the line forever. They need a scoreboard, one you can't ignore. Corporations spend billions weaponizing game loops to glue us to screens. Good news, you can aim that cannon at your own ambitions. The recipe is ancient. Points, progress bars, visible streaks. The very sight of advancement triggers the same reward circuits that casinos milk. Start stupidly small. Print a 30-day calendar and slap it on the fridge. Every day you practice guitar, nail macros, study code. Mark a loud, obnoxious X. After 4 days, the X is locked together, and suddenly missing a day feels like smashing your front tooth. Psychologists call it loss aversion. We're wired to hate losing progress more than we enjoy gaining it. Want extra octane? Make the scoreboard public. Share a photo of today's checklist on a private Discord or a 2-person group chat. Research shows the possibility of social judgment pumps compliance by upwards of 60%. No pep talk app can match the fear of Aunt Linda texting, "What happened to leg day, champ?" Yet even the fiercest streak dulls with time. Novelty fades. To reignite the flame, we turn to a dose of voluntary shock therapy. For the past 3 years, the dopamine hacking spotlight has hovered over one icy ritual: cold exposure. Andrew Huberman's viral claim, 600% dopamine rise for hours, sparked a tidal wave of backyard chest freezers and $20,000 cryo chambers. Critics countered that the military study he cited ran on 8 recruits and a truckload of optimism. Let's cut through the chatter. The retracted numbers were inflated, but multiple follow-ups still show a meaningful bump in dopamine and norepinephrine after brief cold stress. Translation: a 30 to 90-second cold shower primer can put rocket boosters on your focus. The gain shrinks if you overdo it, so don't cosplay as a polar bear. Action play. Start with 30 seconds at the end of a normal shower. The moment water turns glacial, exhale, relax your jaw, and visualize the task you're about to tackle. Your brain, confused but exhilarated, tags that task as the hero that rescues you from the freeze. Do it 3 mornings in a row and watch your caffeine dependence wobble. Pain tricks the brain, but pain plus effort buys loyalty. Ready for the paradox? We're programmed to dodge exertion, yet we idolize grind icons who chase it. Neuroeconomists call this the effort paradox. The harder something is, the more our own brain believes it's worth. That's why toddlers adore the crooked Lego towers they built themselves, and why the IKEA effect bumps perceived value by almost 50%. Sweat is price tag. A 2025 meta-analysis dropped a juicy nugget. When participants voluntarily cranked up physical or cognitive effort, imaging scans showed the visual cortex sharpening representations of the goal object, basically zooming in on the prize. More effort, clearer picture. Leverage this by adding intentional friction. Carry water upstairs instead of using the sink bottle filler. Draft brainstorms on paper before Word. Tell yourself, if it feels heavy, I'm literally engraving value onto my brain. Suddenly, slog equals prestige. Okay, you're fired up and chasing friction. Next, we weld pain and pleasure into a single unstoppable current, the flow state. Flow is that tunnel vision spell where hours dissolve and performance spikes. Neurochemically, it's a cocktail. Dopamine for desire, norepinephrine for alertness, endorphins for masked pain, and a sprinkle of anandamide for creativity. The recipe triggers when challenge hovers right above skill, roughly 4% harder. Build your flow chamber in 3 moves. Gate check distractions, silence notifications, bury the phone, or better yet, leave it in another room. One buzz yanks you out of flow in half a heartbeat and resets your neurochemistry to baseline boredom. Set a 90-minute focus block. Our ultradian rhythm peaks for about that long. Start working, hit the agony wall around minute 15, push through, then ride the bliss curve. Preload clarity. Sketch the next 3 micro-objectives before you go dark. Ambiguity kills flow. Tiny signposts keep it alive. When the session ends, resist the urge to binge rewards. Save the scroll for later. Let your mind cool slowly. Walk, stretch, stare at clouds. That preserves the afterglow and teaches your system that immersion, not Instagram, is the real treat. Now, with chemicals dancing and flow humming, only one ingredient is missing: public identity leverage. We like to believe we act on principle, but mountains of data say we act on optics. Once your tribe sees you as the 5 a.m. writer, or the salad fiend, your brain will twist itself into knots to avoid breaking character. Harness that vanity by broadcasting tomorrow's target before you sleep. Could be a tweet, a locked note shared with 2 friends, or a whiteboard visible during Zoom calls. The point is potential embarrassment. Studies on pro-social effort reveal a 65% jump in follow-through when goals are semi-public. Rumor mill time. Whispers claims several high-profile athletes secretly hire accountability paparazzi. The filmer parks outside the house at dawn, camera rolling. If the athlete skips training, footage leaks to a private Discord of peers. Not to the press, just enough eyeballs to sting. Totally unverified but deliciously on-brand. Try a lighter version. Hand $100 cash to a roommate and say, "If I'm not back from my run by 7 a.m., donate it to the team I despise." You'll run through sleep before you let that happen. 6 levers are humming. Let's slot them into a repeatable protocol. 1. Slice the mountain. Replace giant tasks with mystery microquests so anticipation fires dopamine instead of dread. 2. Flaunt the streak. Post progress where your eyes and nosy relatives can't miss it. Momentum loves daylight. 3. Shock the system. A 30-second cold blast flips your neuroswitch from sludge to surge. 4. Surf the 4% edge. Schedule 90-minute blocks that push skill just beyond comfort and guard them like treasure. 5. Broadcast tomorrow's battle plan. Give the internet, or your little sister, veto power over your excuses. Run this for 7 dawns. Smash subscribe so you don't miss other upload, and share this with one friend still married to the snooze button. Remember, your brain already loves hard work. Evolution just wrapped it in the wrong packaging. You've got the scissors now.